dogs in. I'm sure he's got much bigger fish too.
That'd be over in the grass. And there's holes right there. You see those breaking holes?
Action time. I'm questioning none of that. I'm questioning what's going to happen and how bad you're going to blow it from the start gate to right there. When I say blow it, how many little mistakes you're going to make. And I have a question. When it's at Loretta Lynn's, let's make that the tough one. When we're at Loretta Lynn's, how many small little mistakes can you make before you're not up front? 0. So it's like, you know what, if I can perfect this, you know how to shift the other way, you've done it forever, right? If you can work on this and perfect this, you always got the other to fall back on. If you're just going, man, I'm up here on the line and I've missed this way too many times, you know, I'm just gonna go. But again, why wouldn't you work at it hard enough to go, no, I'm not gonna let that happen. I'm gonna do whatever amount of starts it takes to make that happen every single time. The only thing I'm gonna allow him to do, which is okay, is he's gonna have to go up and go and touch the top of the gear lever because he's starting in first gear. But as soon as he did it and went, oops, and changed it, then I saw you going up and I'm going, no, Coop, what are you doing? Okay, so I understand now, okay? I just wanted to make sure we weren't starting out right from the get-go, and I'm like, no, dude, did you hear anything? good starts, generally more up front than near the back. It's working pretty well, the trick word there, pretty well. And it's like, but why don't we go for better than pretty well? Because once we get to these Loretta Lynn's and the Ponca, and we can't afford mistakes for whatever reason. So we want to perfect everything. Now, it's so easy for him to go right back to what he was doing as opposed to doing this. This is work. It's work because he has to think and he's got to change things. And it's easy to just go back, you know what, the way I was working, did it work all right. Yeah, all right. I don't know what the heck all right. All right is okay. If it's okay, it's perfect, it'll be okay. But now I look at these two starts. And I think of how you guys tell me all the time. Well, how'd it go? Well, I had a couple of good starts. I had a couple of not so good starts. And I'm like, wait, how did come you had a couple of pretty good starts and then some not so good starts? Well, probably because nothing happened the same on that start as it did on the other one. Because you're too all over the place and there's no consistency. And you don't work at accomplishing the same goal every single time. Does that feel good?
Feels really
Does that feel good? Is your bike going straight? You got to make that happen. And the mistake, it's okay, you're going to make mistakes, just accept it. Hey, we're making a change. You're trying to change something. There's going to be some mistakes in there. All right. What caused the mistake? What do I need to do to fix it? I like that one when it really went good, man. That felt really good. Well, what's wrong with 20 that feel really good? That one went good partly because of technique and partly because of luck. We got to take the luck part out of the equation. And the only way you get past the luck part is you just start doing it more over and over and over and over again as perfect as you can possibly do it. And then the luck part we don't have to rely on. If you want to here was when I first watched Jeremy McGrath when he did this start, and it was there before Jeremy, but when Jeremy started doing it, it went to a new level. It went to a level of absolute perfection. And every move that he made, from his setup to his feet to his grip, he literally, when you video and watch him in slow motion, he processed that whole thing, every single step of it. Put it in gear, make sure I'm all the way forward, feet are on the ground, make sure it's only my toes touching, make sure my feet are locked into the bike, put it in gear, feel the clutch, hold the brake, feel the nose, pull it back, relax it. There was actually a feel, pull, set to get the perfect little yeah. The beautiful part was he's ahead of everybody by 3/4 of a bike length, dude, and they're not out of the gate by 4 bike lengths out of the gate. He's 3/4 of the bike length lead, and he is exactly on the bike the way he was sitting on the start line. I can show you several. I can show you Purcell. I can show you Dungy. I can show you the guys that are always right out front on the start. Their front wheel does not touch the gate. Important why you don't want the wheel to touch the gate. You got a gate that's basically this much higher. If you got a little ramp, it's a little higher, okay, because that rut that's there. Their front wheel does not touch that gate. The front wheel goes over the top so that when they hit, can a bike that is in a wheelie swap? Not as likely. Can a bike that has traction swap? Which has more traction? A bike that has a wheelie or one that doesn't have a wheelie? Okay, so if I come over here like this, when it hits the gate, it goes like this instead of going da da. You know how you hit the gate sometimes and your back end kicks up and the back end goes sideways? If you got a wheelie going over that gate, you're going to minimize that. And again, just like you can see Reed coming off the gate at their Colorado, dude, his wheel's like this high off the ground right there. So's Dungy's. Purcell was the same way. Purcell's wheel never touched the first part of the bar.
I have a question.
Yes.
At Ponca, it's a cement start,
Yes.
and then like a super long straightaway with barely a slight turn.
Okay.
How would you handle that?
First of all, is it dug deep?
It's pretty sandy. Yeah.
If it's deep sandy, sometimes you have to get back a little. I think most guys get back too far. I don't think you need to get back that far. But you need to get back because you got to get that bike. Because and here's what you're thinking right now. And how far do we get back? If you kind of get back just enough to get the front wheel to start floating, dude, that's all the further back you need to be. Once you get the front end up, you know you're getting traction. You ain't going to get any more traction than that. That's the most that's going to happen. So you take off the gate, everything's going, you get your shift, and as soon as you get through the shifts, then you can go ahead and scoot back a little bit and go, dude, I'm looking for a little extra. Now that I got my gears, now that I got my speed, now I'm going for a little more traction.
That boot right here even ends up hitting the frame part.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's actually catching the boot. So what you have to do is you have to do this as opposed to this. You see what's happening right there? That's why it doesn't shift right there.
Yeah.
You got to come in, and that's why if you watch guys like McGrath and the guys, their feet are sitting just like this. It's all in preparation for grip, and it's all in preparation so they get a clean shift out of it. It's the details of, now, was that bad? Did it work pretty good? Did you feel the bike was a lot straighter going down through there? I'm telling you, this is a change. This, Cooper, I'm telling you that the consistency of this, if you can do it and get it right,